straight, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, hit up in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come with a dank, scrolling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Yo, what up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights, live on WorldSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my guy, Spinmo Rex.
Hello.
Young Chris, Nicholas, Koloff, rest in peace, John Claus. Smash that like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Means the world to us, It's kind of funny that we're going to speak on, how do I say the man's name? It's Sean Gardner Johnson stuff. But beforehand, we were kind of talking about like rap beef and stuff like that before the show even started.
Yeah.
We kind of just got that energy going today. So obviously we're going to speak on that. We'll give it some time so a couple people join the live stream. But some breaking news, if you will. Penei Sewell to throw out the opening day pitch. Mm-hmm. How about that?
Penei Sewell to throw out the opening day pitch, and it looks like Tariq Skubal is going to be the opening day starter, which is awesome.
Everyone clown me for saying it.
Well, they didn't do it on purpose. They didn't switch people around.
Well, I said if they ran out, though.
Yeah.
Why can't he? It's an extra day off. Why can't he just start at that point? And now, lo and
the
behold.
only reason it's happening is because they're missing a game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I said. When I originally said
if they ran out 2 games, yeah, it would have been perfect. But then that's what happened. 2 games got rained out, so they're doing a doubleheader tomorrow. And with the new doubleheader rules, you get to bring up extra players for the doubleheaders. It's 2 7-inning games. So Casey Mize is going to get the first one. Matt Manning's going to get the second one.
Shout out.
And then you got Tariq Skubal as your home opener starter, which is awesome.
What I asked for. Goddamn. So thankful it happened. Also, fuck this chair. I just want to throw it in the middle of the fucking street. Watch it get ran over by a fucking F-250, which you could purchase from me at Suburban Ford. Shout out. I got pulled over today.
You got pulled over today?
Yeah.
Patriotic hat?
Did you I planned on using one of those cards.
Yeah.
You know what got me out of it?
The hat?
Oh, Allegiance Gym?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it was a girl cop. She went there, I guess, back when they were on 12 Mile.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, you know Chris? I was like, yeah, I know Chris.
Yeah.
Really great guy.
Yeah. He's so cool.
Yeah, he's the best,
he's
ain't
a
he?
great kisser.
we're friends,
Yeah.
right?
And it got you out of the ticket?
So,
no.
Yes and no. So it would have been a worse off ticket. I fucked myself, to be honest with you guys, because I turned on the red we weren't supposed to turn.
Yeah.
It's a 9-mile exit. And obviously was supposed to do that. She's like, do you know why I pulled you over? My dumb ass is like, because I was GPSing. I just want to make it sound. So I kind of confessed to texting. So she was like, yeah. She's like, well, I'm just going to give you impeding, which is like no points. You just got to go and talk.
$50.
$50?
$150.
Oh, Lord.
That's what I got. I got impeding traffic when I was going like 20 over, which is pretty clutch. But
yeah, I mean, it's still clutch.
Was it Miss
Yeah,
Officer?
so I guess we need to have parlay, Nick. You cook something up to pay for this ticket.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you got to do. Was it Miss Officer vibes? You know?
Nah, shout out to Officer Moritz.
Moritz
M-O-R-I-T-Z.
Cider?
Is her last name. Shout out to her, but she's definitely into Mrs. Officer, so it was not her type. Yeah.
Well,
she real one, though.
She's not like that one officer. Whatever happened to that officer? The one that was just like with the whole platoon? And then
Wait,
what?
She's got OnlyFans now.
No, she doesn't.
I'm just assuming.
I think she got a settlement.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's real or not. It wasn't like 500. It was something crazy. People were mad about it. I'm like, I'm not. That's a W for her, bro.
Yeah.
Honest
She
to God.
gets a bunch of dick and then she gets paid.
Right?
And she was
Al
married,
husband.
so I'm assuming she got something. She got something in the divorce too, right? Like,
What'd you say?
No, the
I'm
husband
assuming
got some of that.
she got something in the divorce too,
Ooh.
right? Because she was married.
She might have waited until after the divorce.
I would have waited to divorce her.
Like Eric
I would have been
Spoelstra.
like, yeah, babe, so supportive. You go out there, do your thing. That $500K settlement clears. You fucking bitch.
Yeah. I think he wasn't he? It was like, I stand behind my wife or some
Yeah,
shit
he
when
did.
it first
He
happened.
definitely cucked up.
Yeah.
Oh.
He looked the part, too.
Put your pants on. Shout out Mike Hilton.
He like looked like, and I'm stealing this joke, but it's truly what this guy looked like. When Blake Griffin said, no, when Drake said Blake Griffin looks like a black man who jumped in a pool of Cheetos.
Yeah.
He came out.
Did you see we got bulge accounts?
Yeah, I saw that.
We got bulge
Shout out
accounts.
Easy's Bulge. Happy's Bulge.
Shout out Spemo Rax or Spemo Pax Bulge.
That's clown.
Shout out to the Bulge movement.
Shout out to the Bulge Army. It's
Bulge Army's out there.
I love Lions fans. All started with Brad Holmes Bulge.
Lions fan.
Yeah.
And
The
there's
OG.
just I think every Lions player now has a Bulge account. I'm pretty sure. I think they got them all.
So there was one out there, and if he's listening, I don't know if he is or not. Fontu Melifonwu's Bulge, because they do variations.
Yeah.
Like if it's not the Bulge name, it's like obviously a dick joke.
Yeah.
And then the bio it says it's a Bulge thing. If he Melifonwu, you just gotta do Melifonwu's meat. It's right there for you.
That's a good one.
I saw Brad.
If he's
Stiffy, that's a good one too. We're rolling.
Yeah.
We're on right now.
If he got a stiffy,
You officially do Brock's cock because he just re-signed.
Yeah,
Or not
big
re-signed,
cock
but
Brock.
yeah, big cock Brock.
Yeah.
That's there for the taking.
Yeah.
Right, Wrights Wang. That could be one.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have one?
Or like
Hendon's hung.
Hendon's hung. I think there is a Hendon.
Hooker's hung. Oh, is a Hendon one already?
Yeah. Or just
Is he like the oddball of the group because everyone's like they're so like pro?
yeah. There you go.
But it's kind of. I'm glad we're in now, or maybe we are. I mean, I hope we are. Just because like the army is
It's growing.
growing. Yeah,
It's growing.
yeah.
It's growing by the minute for sure. I saw that last night. They tweeted under one of my, or they replied to one of my tweets. I was like, bro, what? Shout out to the Bulge Army, man.
Shout out to the Bulge Army, baby. Did you see Aleem McNeil and DJ Reader? Little friendly banter, little shit talk back and forth.
Because they both, if you
They
didn't
both
know,
played baseball.
they both played baseball. DJ Reader played baseball at Clemson. I don't know if Aleem played it at NC State, but I know he played baseball as well. And DJ Reader
They both played baseball.
on Up and
Syracuse. DJ
Adams.
Reader.
DJ was at Clemson.
Clemson. That's what I meant. Yeah, orange teams. I get them mixed
Yeah,
up.
and I don't know if
Aleem played at NC State.
did he play in college actually?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then he played at NC State, and DJ Reader was a pitcher, and he said he could strike out Aleem McNeil.
Well, actually, they put DJ Reader in the game in MLB.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
a playable guy in MLB. Shout out.
I don't know if they actually did that or like.
No, I think they did.
I think the Lions like made him as like a creative character just for that little bit.
I don't know. I think they put him in. They talked about it during the Kay Adams interview.
Yeah, the Lions might have, or somebody might have just made him as like a playable character.
Yeah, I think
I don't
that's
know
what
if
it was.
he
It was
like,
for their
officially
social.
on the roster or anything like that. I think it's just like a creative character. But still, he said that he could strike out Aleem McNeil, and Aleem McNeil said, "No, you're crazy. We can test this out right now."
Yeah.
My money's on Aleem.
My money's on Reader.
My money's on Aleem. I got Aleem. I got Aleem taking him deep. Pause. No Diddy.
Clemson's like a baseball college.
They are a baseball school. Yes.
So I gotta go Reader, bro. All due respect. All due respect.
Give me Aleem. You never forget how to hit a baseball. The
You ever forget how to throw?
Pitching wears down a little bit.
Actually, that's kind
You
of
got to keep it sharp. You'll never forget how to hit a baseball. Give me Aleem.
Yeah, if
got
he's
the
coming
hand-eye,
like cold.
and he's in much better shape now than he was.
Aleem.
Yeah.
We just swing a bat better because you're.
Yeah.
That wasn't very convincing.
More
yeah.
athletic, hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
Doesn't have as much weight to throw around. He gets those hips around faster. Yeah.
Who you got? You're a baseball guy, Nick.
I got Aleem on this one. I'm trying to look for Reader
Wow.
stats in college to give you guys something, but I can't really find anything besides he had 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. So, and back in 2013, I got Aleem all the way. I've seen his high school highlight tape, and dude is a dog. It reminds me of Prince Fielder chugging it down first base. If you guys remember, Prince had some speed for a big fella.
Prince is an athletic big man for sure. He was a
Prince
heavyweight.
is a prodigy.
He's a heavyweight.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out. Yeah, that was cool. I was happy seeing that.
My bad. I'm trying to see if maybe Aleem didn't because I can't find his stats either. I didn't try too hard.
I think they were pretty good, like high school prospects.
Let me see.
And you put in the chat, how does the rotation change after the rain?
Well, we got the answer. That
Yeah,
was like
it's-
before. Yeah.
It's the same. No, it stays the same because they're just bringing up Matt Manning to pitch the second part of the double.
Which is dope too. 'Cause I didn't even know that he was back.
Yeah. Yeah, he's scheduled to pitch today, I think, in Toledo, and so they're gonna call
Wait, he's
him.
gonna pitch today, then tomorrow.
He was scheduled.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, he's not going.
So is he the extra guy they're bringing up then?
He's the 26th man that they're gonna bring up.
So you think he's gonna stay on the roster now?
No.
No.
He'll go down as soon as the game's over.
I thought he was only down because of the coming back from injury.
No, and the Maeda contract and stuff like that.
Whack.
Yeah.
I like Todd way better than Maeda.
Oh yeah, Matt Manning. No,
You know,
Matt Manning, not Todd the Painter.
No, but I thought Matt Manning was Todd the Painter.
No,
Oh.
Todd the Painter's Tyler Alexander.
Whoops.
Yeah, no,
Fuck you, Matt Manning. I don't
No,
know.
they're
who you
both. I mean, Matt Manning's better than Tyler Alexander and Kenta Maeda. did, honestly. So we'll see. I'm excited for him to get a start for sure.
Yeah,
They all look the same.
that's where I'm at with it, Spencer. He did everything in the spring to make this team, but the fact that we dished out contracts to big league arms that are veterans that have done it for years and years and years, that's why we sent Matt Manning down, because we still do have control of him.
Yeah.
But Matt Manning can add a lot to this rotation. So, and he is coming in with a chip on his shoulder after pitching, I think it was a sub-4 ERA last season in the big leagues, and then got sent back down to AAA. He's going to come back up pumping gas. I'm looking forward to seeing that start.
Me too.
Well, we're here in the intro. Shout out Chauncey Billups for being elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame.
We have a topic of that, Chris. Why don't
Chris,
you read
you
the
are
prep
just,
sheet?
You are just the biggest piece of shit.
God damn it, dude.
I'm not
Like,
gonna lie, dude.
You
You
have
just
a
pretend like
whole
we're
ass
just not gonna
topic.
talk about Chauncey making the Hall of Fame today.
I got worried. I got a little worried.
Well, read
that
the
we
prep
didn't get
sheet before the show. It's
know-
literally on there.
QB challenge, bro.
Yeah, fucking Shake Shack, man.
Did you look? Did you not see it for real?
No, I honestly didn't. I was just trying to kill time for a break.
That's cap.
I don't even know what to do with you now. We do have time to kill. You do have a Did you make your video?
I did. I did. Do we want?
How long is it?
Now? It's just a minute.
Play it.
All right.
Why not?
So
What is it?
Bill Simmons on his podcast ranked the 10 worst NBA owners of the last 30 years, and take a look.
But we could make a little mini pyramid of the worst owners of the last 30 years. Donald Sterling's the worst, right? I think he's the MJ of the conversation. And I think it's Robert Sarver and George Shinn, two guys who basically had to lose their teams. Sarver had to sell his team and also really cheaped out during the Steve Nash era. No Phoenix fan is like, man, I loved having Robert Sarver as my owner. And George Shinn owned that Charlotte team, and he had like two different
Fucking highlight reel.
sex scandal things happen, and basically had to move the team out of Charlotte. Charlotte was like, you got to get the fuck out of here. Level 3 is 3 names: Glenn Taylor, and I'll make the case for him in a second. Michael Jordan,
Bro, I didn't
who
know
owned
this.
Charlotte, and nothing good happened the entire time he was there, like literally nothing. And then Howard Schultz, who owned the Seattle Supersonics and sold them to an ownership group that he knew was going to move them to Oklahoma City. And then the last level, I had Prokhorov, Ted Leonsis, Tom Gores, and James Dolan.
That is Tom Gores, and I was having fun with the highlight reel. Now, I did not search Tom Gores t-shirt. I searched Tom Gores, and I just
Swear to God.
swear to God, on my
No
life.
way.
On
There's
my
just
life,
that
that's
many
all-
t-shirt
all I
cans
searched.
popped
Yeah,
up.
40
that's-
pictures in.
It was this fucking
t-shirt.
highlight reel.
No, it was a highlight reel of just him throwing t-shirts, so I put that together. But if you were listening, basically he had him 7th as the 7th worst owner of the last 30 years, and the only people that beat him all had scandals. So Tom Gores, you are not the worst owner, but that's only because you don't have a scandal. You are
Yet.
if it's just basketball,
Yet.
you are the
Wait
worst
till I
owner.
sleep with him and take pictures.
The only thing that's this man's saving grace right now is the fact that he doesn't have a scandal.
And then I sleep with him, and he gets mad at me for hanging out with you.
Yeah,
Just keep him away from LCA.
we expose him.
We should fish him.
Well, that
Who
was
were
that
we
was
gonna
why
fish?
that was why I don't know if you
CJ
heard that
Stroud.
part.
Yeah, CJ
CJ Stroud. It would have been brilliant to
We
do
would
so.
have been extremely smart if we would have fished CJ Stroud. If you weren't here for that, or if you're a newer fan of the heavyweights, we were going to dress Fish up as a lady of the night and get pictures of him with CJ Stroud to tank CJ Stroud's draft stock.
So follow the Detroit
So
Lions.
he would have fell to the Lions. And we almost got away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
We just couldn't talk Fish into it.
Yeah, Fish.
We couldn't get him into the skimpy little outfit.
Yeah,
he
we
kept
had-
fighting too hard, so he ripped the leggings, the stockings.
Keep in mind though, the one I don't know if you guys heard that part of
Just
it.
hold him still.
He's small, but he's slippery.
We were laughing, but there was one owner that's why the Charlotte team moved. I didn't know that because it was a sex scandal. He had multiple sex scandals in that area, and they were like, "Dude, you just have to relocate this."
Wait, who?
I forget his name. It was in the video. He had him as like the 2nd or 3rd worst owner, and
Oh,
he
wow.
had multiple sex scandals when he owned Charlotte back before they moved and became the Pelicans. And the reason they moved is because they had multiple sex scandals. So they were like, "Dude, just leave this area."
It's fair.
Damn.
So that is who Tom Gores is better than. That's about it.
Oh yeah,
I'd still say he's worse.
racists and sex scandal guys. So
Dog, by the way, brilliant editing. The zoom in on the eyes during the
yeah,
sex
the
scandal.
eyes-
That was
the
fucking
eyes is
awesome.
funny. We're gonna come back with some Lions topics. We got a lot to cover today. But first, let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone, where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include the fitness training. You get all that for $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. More than 15 Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Feel alive during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest New Year's sales event ever. Get the best prices on our huge selection of award-winning Chevrolets. Like this 2024 Equinox for $188 per month. Or this 2024 Silverado for $268 per month. It's the New Year's sales event going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Are you tired of wearing the same
Merch.
It's a new era in sports wearables, new design, amazing, ultimate swag. They got hoodies, tees, hats, everything you need. So head on over to Woodward Sports, click the shop tab today, and get yourself some brand new
Merch. That's all him. The whole time.
The whole time.
He throws his voice. It's pretty wild. Throws
Throw
that
that
voice
thing
in
back. Yeah. What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights, live on sports.com. I'm your boy Easy, join my guy Rex,
What up, though?
Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Rest in peace, John Claus. Smash
R.I.P.
that
John
like
Claus.
button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. Spinning out. I know you want to do it first. You still want to save it for 5:30? The Ether segment.
Should we or just go first? Should we just go in?
We've got 2:08 and now.
Yeah, I say we just go in now.
Drop the Ether track.
Because if you hadn't heard, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson put some tweets out there. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson put out and then deleted tweets about Lions fans switching up fast, all this stuff. But last time I checked up, no one switches up faster than you, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, because when you were first removed from Philadelphia, here's what happened.
That boy paid $5 just so he could get his shit answered. Alright, fuck it. Alright, my least favorite thing is the people. They're fucking obnoxious and fucking, I can't stand the fuckers.
That's it. And when you got into a little Twitter spat with Eazy, you were trying to go big baller high road. I need 10 grand to sit in the chair, but it only cost $5 to get you to switch up on an entire fan base, which is what you did with the Philadelphia Eagles. Number two on it, you're doing all this barking, trying to be big dog, trying to be the tough guy, but you're just a little chihuahua yapping on the porch because you're not doing anything to back it up. Because in your tenure in Detroit, you dropped more songs than you played games. In your bios, you say, I'm a rapper who plays football. And that's what it is, because you didn't do a lot of football playing in Detroit. You did a lot of talking, you did a lot of yapping, and a lot of rapping. On top of that, I know you weren't here for the real heart of it, to understand what Detroit is all about. You threw on the little ski mask, and that was cool for the week that it lasted.
Well, we also got fucking ethered after that.
Yeah,
afterward, too.
we did get ethered by the ski mask, by the Seahawks. But you don't understand what Detroit versus everybody means. Because you saying, oh, Lions fans are mean to me now. Yeah, we are, buddy. We want you to have the worst season you've ever had in your entire career. This Lions team, this Lions fan base booed arguably the best quarterback in the history of the franchise. You think we're going to hold your hand as you parade through Philly? No. We don't give a shit about you anymore. You're not a part of the team. Good day, sir. Goodbye, sir. Good riddance. You couldn't even start over the guys we got on here now. And all this big talk standing on business, what did you say that made my co-host here go at you? I'm not going to be a part of rotation when I come back. I'm the starter. And then you came back, tail between your legs, as a part of a rotation. So I don't know where all this yapping's coming from, but you're sounding pretty sad. You're sounding pretty butthurt because you're not a loyal guy. You're not a loyal football player. You're a mercenary. You're a gun for hire. You go to whoever throws a bag at you. You'll play for them for a year. You'll say you love all the fans, and then you'll quit and you'll move on to the next team. And that's no shame in that. No cap in that rap. No shame in that game. But don't try to act like you're this godsend who graced his presence on the Lions in the streets of Detroit. You played like 3 games here, buddy, and it really wasn't impressive.
The reason why my man was in the streets of Detroit because he wasn't playing games. Of course you'll be in the hood more than anybody else. You're not active in the roster. You're chilling at home. You got time to spend your money. Take a shot to his teammates once more. I'm not going to give you the super animated reaction to it because this is what he is. This is why I told you he was. This is why I battled Lions fans about. This is who Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is. You played the perfect video to begin it with when he showed him talking shit about Philly fans right after leaving. And then guess what he did after he got signed? Kissing ass. Oh, I'm sorry, Philly fans. And now here he is talking shit to the same fans that were defending him through thick and thin because not only did he, whatever we took part in, whatever, people defend him for that, don't give a fuck. I already know how Detroit Lions fans are. We ride for ours. I get it. But you also defended him through the waves and the antics and the bullshit talk to his own teammates, the younger teammates that look up to him in Afonso Melifonwu. I'm coming to get mine, almost demanding that starting job. And then there's this part of it too. Because he shot this tweet, Chris, if you got it there, just kind of talking about like where he is in the game as like a top safety. Mm-hmm. And even when he went at me, it wasn't after I complimented him. So I have no like expectation of him to fail at playing the game. I think he's gonna go out there and ball out. It's just I don't like him talking shit to teammates. Okay, we want to play statistics. Statistically, graded a 39.9 PFF wise in the NFC Conference Championship game. But you want to take it to film? You can step to the film room too. Whichever one you want, Chris, we go with that. We have one from both this NFC Conference Championship game where he lets this touchdown go to Brandon Ayuk. Oh, damn, just missed him. And this one too. And he admitted this on his stream, but this one he admitted immediately afterward. First game of the season against the Kansas City Chiefs, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the guy that everyone's trying to tell me is one of the best safeties in the league, and Yaze, Blase, all that good stuff like that. Oh, damn, that's my bad. That's on me. That's my bad. That's on me. Like, just a lot of this and a lot less action. And when he does play, he is good. I'm not going to take that away from him. But he's not elite enough for you guys to talk the shit you did. He didn't change this franchise around. He didn't bring order to this franchise like some of you people said. That was Dan Campbell. That was Brad Holmes. There are the Bulge Army started with Brad Holmes because that's in existence, right? Brad Holmes, during last year's draft class, sat his giant ball sack on the table. Was like, yeah, give me a running back at 12 in the first round. And then a linebacker. Two positions that are dying in terms of like positional value. That was the ore that was brought to Detroit. Not no Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But this is who he is. This is what I expected. So I told you it was going to happen. And I'm not surprised. I'm not going to give you the overreaction to it. This guy is what he is. And by the way, too, again, good when he plays, but it's very sparingly. Nick's the guy I always like to bring up, like how many games this guy played. Look at his stats and stuff like that. Missed games almost every single year. I think he played one season above like 15 games.
Yeah.
Just one.
And you want to talk about toxic fan bases and fans that switch up or super passionate fan bases. I would say one of the most passionate fan bases in the NFL are the Las Vegas Raiders. Is that an agreeable statement? They're one of the most toxic, one of the most passionate fan bases in the NFL are the Raiders fans. And we got a guy who's pretty damn similar to what he brings in terms of aura and bark and talk from that fan base in Amik Robertson.
Yep.
And I haven't heard the Raiders fans say anything bad about him. And Amik Robertson actually put out a little subtweet based on what Chauncey Gardner-Johnson said. He said, just doing your job will keep you around. Do your job, and making plays separate you from everyone else. Hashtag keep going. That's what we want.
Yeah.
That's what this is. You don't know what the city of Detroit is, Chauncey Gardner. We're blue collar. That's what we want.
Yep.
We like dudes that talk shit because, yeah, that gets you going. It's cool to see. But you also got to go out there, take your time card, punch in, do your job. And you didn't for the majority of your tenure here. You had some flashes. Definitely had some flashes. But like I said, you dropped more songs than you had games played while you were in Detroit. And that doesn't fly well. Ask Andre Drummond how the guys that are 1 foot in, 1 foot out, how their reputation ends in Detroit.
It's not how it goes here, man. And like, you're not going to talk shit, and especially Detroit of all places. That's what we do. That's why we embraced him when he first came here.
Yeah.
We love to talk shit. So like when you go out there and say the things you gotta say, we're gonna talk shit back. This is how it goes, especially on the internet. This is Detroit. You should, if anything, and I'm not putting out any threats or anything like that, but like when the shit talk stops in Detroit, that's when the action starts. It's like, brother, good riddance. I'll leave it at that. Nick?
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Amen.
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 He is who we thought he was, fellas. He switched up so damn quick. And, I mean, this fan base had his back. So for him to just completely, that's why you got ridiculed so much, Easy, is because this fan base is extremely loyal when you are playing for us. You know what I mean? And for him to switch up so damn fast and just go off on these fans, I mean, it's just, honestly, it's disgraceful. I hope he struggles mightily in Philly, to be honest, and I hope he doesn't even make the playoffs. I don't know how many games he's going to play because he missed the entire season basically last year. He missed 5 games the previous year, and he missed 4 games before that. So we'll see if he even stays on the field. But Gardner-Johnson, see ya. I hope to never hear the Lions fans' name in your mouth ever again.
Yeah, and like I said, we Lions fans booed arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. You think we're going to hold your hand as you walk out the door? No, we're going to let it hit you in the ass on the way out. And you went to a team that we're going to be competing with for an NFC championship.
Yep.
So, good riddance, brother. Hope you have the worst season of your career.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Awesome is when a guy can get an amazing haircut. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in, sit back, and relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
Eduardo O'Neill in the Woodward Sports Chat. Y'all better hope he doesn't end our season next year. It's been Mo Rax. It's been Mo Rax Speaks. Speakeasy and Tailgate wins.
I said some crazy shit earlier in the week.
Because I know at halftime he'll be waving goodbye if it's a similar scenario. And we know how that ends out.
That's the thing,
Personal
too, bro.
Experience.
That situation, waving goodbye to the fans prematurely, while you're also having the worst game of your year. your limited year at that. I guess like I don't play the game, and I talk my shit too. I guess obviously to like the 49ers fans that we came across, but like, bro, at that point though, when you're locked in, NFC Conference Championship game, and you're not playing well, rather than like waving to the fans, go grab a fucking tablet and find out what you're doing wrong, brother. Like, I don't know, man. Listen, good riddance. I told you guys. Hey, another easy I told you so. An easy one, a layup, if you will, at that. But I do want to go the opposite of this direction and apologize to Josh Reynolds for the brief. I don't even know what we would call it. We went off on him a little bit yesterday. Only because there was rumors that he had left Detroit to pursue.
We did say if every time, though.
We did? We did. Good.
If these rumors are
I blacked
true.
out. I was kidding.
Yeah. If this was said, if this is how you feel. And it apparently was not. We have a quote from Josh Reynolds saying that the rumors that were reported on from Lions reporters were not true. He said to all Lions fans, thank you for your support over the past 2.5 years. It's been an unreal experience and support. To the rumors going around that I didn't re-sign because of the fans is crazy. I still felt nothing but love from this city. So thank you again for the great memories. With that being said, and then I assume his next post was something about something
Denver.
about the Broncos.
Yeah,
but good. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Just being a man. Accepted his failures. Didn't switch up on the fans. And good. Yeah, that's how it should go. So shout out to Josh Reynolds.
Detroit Dabber. LML told you so, followed immediately by an apology. Yeah, to a totally different player. Josh Reynolds, CJDJ, two different human beings.
Yeah, totally different.
Yeah, different scenarios, brother. I don't know, we got lost in that one. But yeah, and I'm glad that we said if, because I did, obviously I was the one. I was literally, there's a video going viral right now, this kid fucking beating the shit out of 7 kids at a pool.
Yeah.
That's literally me.
Versus
when it came to
Johnson. Yeah.
Well, that too. Yeah, that was definitely me during that time. But also during the Josh Reynolds stuff like that too. When we lost him, I felt like I was the only guy. I'm like, yeah, it kind of fucking sucks to lose Josh Reynolds. Everyone else was like, fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this though about the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson stuff. He did get a little bit of a hit job. He got Andre Stanz. Remember when he first left and like there was that fake tweet put out there. He was like, fuck Detroit fans anyway. He like, but it wasn't really Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, but everyone took it as such. Even like Detroit beat reporters were talking about it. I think they got a guy, Corey. You didn't see that?
No.
So there was so after he left and he signed with Philadelphia, Andre Stanz, if you guys don't know, he's an account on Twitter. He's done it to Woodward Sports. He's done like fake giveaways and shit like that.
Yeah.
Did you see the one where he's like, for your interview process, we're gonna see how good you can take a punch and spit on you and stuff. Yeah. It's so
Bro,
funny.
what?
But anyway, he did a Chauncey Gardner-Johnson one, and a lot of people thought it was real. It was like going to a real organization, going to win like a Super Bowl. Like it was like shots at Detroit essentially, and everyone. Andre Stan's the best in the biz at getting people like that. He got all of us obviously, but he got hit, he got set with a hit job because at that point Detroit Lions fans were going at him, but still fuck him.
Yeah,
fuck him. He gone. And congrats, Josh Reynolds on the bag.
I'm glad Josh Reynolds put that out there because that would have been a horrible look after dropping obviously 2 massive passes in the NFC Championship game. That's where I was at with Josh. We know he was reliable during the season. He caught big first downs, great rapport with Jared Goff. But the fact of the matter is, in the biggest moment, he choked, and I personally did not want to see him on the field on Sundays because of that. And that's just how I felt. There's nothing against him as a player, but in the biggest spot, he ruined it. So I do blame him for that, and I'm glad he is playing for Denver now.
Eduardo O'Neal. So what's y'all reaction if he picks you off to end the game or D-Field next year? I'm going to say fuck him anyways. I don't give a shit. Like, what? Oh, what if? I don't care. When it happens, I'm going to say fuck him still. No Diddy.
Chris, do you have the one in the 3 cam? Just the Chiefs touchdown he let up?
I can do that real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
That's the thing is I just don't understand. I guess I kind of do because I feel like we live in an era where like the internet era, you're more remembered for like a highlights or if you talk a lot of shit. Like we're gonna talk about Chauncey Billups making the Hall of Fame, which is the best Chauncey in Detroit, fucking Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And like how he was kind of thought of less than because he didn't talk that much. I feel like Chauncey, because he talked up such a big game, people actually perceived it as that, but he's not, bro. I mean, he's good, but he's not. He's never made a Pro Bowl. He's never been an All-Pro. He's never done any of those things. I don't get why people like perceive him in his light. He's not a scrub by any means, but he's definitely not the best.
Yeah.
You see him doing that's my bad.
Yeah.
Eduardo, I know you're my guy, but like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is someone like to be fearful of. I'm really not.
No, there's a lot of different weapons on the Eagles that I'd be scared of more than Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
He was a liability for us in our championship game.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. He's a dog when healthy, when available, but he's few and far between. You can't have the type of reliability on him. Even if he makes it to the end of the season, to end our season like that, it may not be the case.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. He's a wannabe Eli Apple, says Schiff. God, oof.
Let him go. To be honest, he's kind of better than Eli Apple.
He's definitely better than Eli Apple.
Better than Eli Apple.
He's not a bad player or anything like that. He's just not elite. If he was elite, he would get paid elite money. But he's never been paid elite money in his career because he's not elite. Like, NFL teams pay for quality product. Like, if you were Marcus Williams, you would have made Marcus Williams money. You're Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton's going to get a bag. Like, there's a reason you're going year to year, team to team, is because you're good, but you're not elite.
But you wanted L'Jarius Sneed, who has none of that either. Although L'Jarius Sneed, I believe, was second-team All-Pro. I know at least once in his career. No second-team All-Pros for him. Nick's shaking his head. Confirmed that. Regardless, 2 Super Bowl rings, a long body corner, which I love just in general, and he also happened to fit our scheme.
Yeah, we're comparing Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to a guy who plays a completely different position than him right now.
Completely different bite.
In a position of need. What was for the Lions? You didn't need Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You needed an outside cornerback. That's why they got an outside 2 cornerbacks and not a safety yet. Like, that's just, I don't know. That makes no sense.
You know what made sense, but it also makes no sense because it's stupid. It stacks the team like crazy. How about CJ Stroud getting Stefon Diggs on his squad today? Fucking wild.
Yes. Yeah, that is
the Texans
insane.
are taking off, bud.
That is insane. Texans are my AFC team, you know.
Oh, we had that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I saw you look at the page.
No, we moved it down. Yeah, read the fucking sheet, Easy.
God.
Damn
Easy.
it.
I can't read.
What the fuck?
But, that's impressive, man. That's a GM going all out when they got a young quarterback who is a stud and giving him everything they can.
I don't want CJDJ either. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. How, brother? What hypocrisy?
Yeah, there's no hypocrisy. If we didn't have a starting safety on this team, I would be like, yeah, re-sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But we have 2 really good safeties. We didn't have a starting cornerback on this team, so obviously we want a guy who's won 2 Super Bowls and plays outside cornerback. It is a completely different situation.
And do it. And by the way, because we talked about the Carlton Davis stuff before that happened too, right? Does he have all pros or Pro Bowls on his resume? No. So a guy needs to have all pros and Pro Bowls on the resume for me to want them. I can't. I want good players. Not all. And I just got done saying at the beginning of the segment, he's not a bad player. He's a good player. Just because you don't have those things. I'm just saying when the people try to put him in the echelon of a top 5, top 10 safety, I just is not necessarily in the conversation for me per se when it comes to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
And like I said, he's a good player. It was not a position where you need a good player. You already have 2 good safeties. You needed good corners. You did not have good corners. And that's why you went and got good corners. I don't know where the misconnect is happening there.
Love you guys, though.
People still defending this guy is fucking crazy.
That is wild.
Blows my mind.
People
are they really still defending him?
I mean, they are right now.
I know Eduardo said some wild
shit. I feel like he's just playing devil's advocate. But I've seen people on Twitter. I've seen that guy in the chat. Whoever was saying that in the chat about Sneed is it, who said it in the?
It's your boy, Supremacy.
Oh, well, he's just trolling.
Viking Supremacy.
He's just trolling then. But there are people on Twitter still defending this guy, which is crazy.
Yeah, Chef's coming at me about Reynolds and talking about toxic fans. People have bad games. Chef, that game meant everything to me and every single Detroit fan. You're not a diehard Lions fan if that game did not rip your effing soul out. Yeah. And he was a brutal, maybe the biggest reason we lost that game was Josh Reynolds, in my eyes, dropping those 2 passes. And that game completely destroyed me. Yes, it's gonna stick with me that he is the one that dropped those 2 passes. I'm sorry, I'm not going to switch up my take because he left. Like, oh yeah, thanks for coming along and playing. It's football. Like, he dropped 2 massive passes. It is what it is, Jeff.
This is the craziest comment right now, though. I don't even understand why you would even say this. Gun guy, take your pants off.
Shout out Gun Guy.
Like, you just want to take our pants off? So you
Eduardo O'Neill, yeah, he said he was just playing devil's advocate, and he said Lions at Texans prime time, 1 month. Yeah, we play the Texans
in prime time. Oh, you're saying at prime time?
Yeah,
in Texas, right?
That
Shit.
I would
That's
not
gonna
be
be a
surprised
tough
if that
one.
was a prime time game.
That's gonna be a game.
That's gonna be
Oh,
prime time.
man.
San Francisco's gonna be prime time.
That's funny.
Cowboys is gonna be prime time.
I remember people telling me I was stupid for wanting CJ Stroud too. Ohio State quarterbacks aren't good.
Yeah, that shit pissed me off.
Because the lineage of Texas A&M quarterbacks is out there too.
Yeah, those Wyoming quarterbacks.
All the
Look out.
Michigan quarterbacks.
Yeah, that was the dumbest. Whenever people say it's like CJ Stroud is obviously the best pro style quarterback that has ever played for Ohio State.
Dude, how about this one? Jared Goff has great size. Are you kidding me, Brendan Dillinger?
You know what, Brendan Dillinger?
Come on, bro.
Ridiculous, man. Those are the kind of takes that we do not accept in the chat.
We're trying to do a show. Let's go to break. When we get back, actual 2 re-signings for the Detroit Lions we'll speak about. One, I'm fairly happy about. One, I don't know that Nick will be happy about. You peeked about one?
Yeah.
We'll get to it. First, I got to tell you about Swiss Insurance. Right now, insurance rates are going up across the state of Michigan. Make sure your rates aren't getting raised. Your deductible's not getting raised. Make sure you're getting grazed. Hit up my guy Mark at Swiss today. Contact him immediately right now. Mark at SwissINS.com. If you don't send him a mock draft, we're not going to read your mock draft. Send Mark your mock draft. Get a quote on your insurance and better your life. That's Mark at SwissINS.com.
And with the first pick in the 2024 Media Draft, Detroit selects Woodward Sports. Thank you for making us the #1 digital network in Detroit.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party, it's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Soroki's Nashville Hot Chicken is back, featuring fresh, crispy Nashville hot chicken tenders, Nashville hot chicken sandwich, Nashville hot loaded fries, and their newest Nashville hot pizza.
Oh, yeah.
A limited time offer is a must-try. Visit Soroki's.com to place your orders online or stop at one of their 11 convenient locations for all your needs. Soroki's Nashville hot chicken is back. Chris didn't bring the new ad read in yet.
I'm not going to lie.
I didn't bring what?
Nashville's hot chicken slaps.
I love Nashville.
Some coleslaw?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love
my fault.
I love the that's crispy.
What?
Did you say it was my fault? I didn't hear you.
The new ad read, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you do. It's your job.
Oh yeah, that one is my fault. I thought you were blaming me for the read. I was definitely gonna throw somebody else under the bus.
It was CJDJ's fault.
From now on,
just blame everything on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
I'm down to blame everything on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. If you guys are defending him in the chat, everyone just berate that person. All right. I know our morning show is all about positivity. Not here. Fuck that person. If they're in the chat right now, tell them to eat a dick. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. I'm Easy. Spin More Rax. Young Chris. Nicholas Koloff. Kendall Vildor.
Yes.
returns to the Detroit Lions.
Kendall Vildor's back. Mr. Face Mask
No,
himself.
God, please, no.
I don't have a problem with it, bro. I really don't.
Are you really that upset about it?
He is. You saw what he said about Josh Reynolds?
I'm trolling on this one. We know what Vildor is. He should be like a fifth cornerback, not seeing the field. Josh was supposed to be reliable all season, which he was until the biggest moment. Vildor should have never been playing in this game. I know Spenmo put out a tweet. Like, what are your thoughts on Vildor?
Yeah, mine was I'm fine with it as long as he's not seeing snaps in the NFC Championship game. Like, he's a depth piece who knows the system. Who knows if he even makes it out of camp?
That's fair. That's a good point there.
Like, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not freaking. It's probably like a $2 million deal, not even. It probably 100% if he makes it out of camp or not. So I'm not mad at this at all. It's a nothing burger, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like we live in the internet era where, like, if you do something stupid and you become like a meme or like a little bit like the butt of a joke, everyone forgets like I'm not saying Kendall Vildor did anything special. Whatever forgets like what you've done in the past, like the arm of my pit. No, I don't know where you're going with that one. But anytime you become a meme, that's like what people become known for, right? Or you just do something stupid like one time. Kendall Vildor, unfortunately, was on the receiving end of that when he let a possible interception bounce off his face mask into the hands of Brandon Ayuk, which also had a pass interference on that. I feel like everybody forgets, regardless that was going down either way. But he helped get us to that situation. You won your first playoff game in over 30 years with Kendall Vildor starting at the cornerback position. If you're bringing that in as a depth piece, I'm sorry, I love that. But the real question for me, though, is that we talked about on last Friday is the riff-raff or disagreement, or I don't know what you want to go, the lack of cohesiveness, I like to use that word, the spat between Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes. Yeah. Because Dan Campbell said, yeah, he does want another quarterback with urgency, or at least want to grab one in the draft after the departure of Cam Sutton. And the only reason I bring that up is Kendall Vildor, as we said, depth piece, Cam Sutton, starter. I'm wondering if Dan Campbell was still kind of hoping to get that in the free agents market.
We'll see. I
doesn't feel like it
I
now.
don't know about what their cap space is sitting like right now, especially with the new signing they made today that we're going to speak about next. But I wouldn't say the door is closed on them to get another cornerback in the draft or in free agency. Like, this Kendall Vildor is not the piece that tips the scales on whether you're going to get another high-quality guy out there. Kendall Vildor is a guy that you're happy to have on your team because he's played for you before and is a solid fifth cornerback on your team. So I'm not too worried about it. There's definitely still an opportunity for them to go out there and grab someone in the draft. Like I said, I'm not sure about free agency because I don't know how the cap is looking, but I'm sure they have enough money or can make room for if they want to sign a 1-year deal to a guy.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
What?
100%.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying, like, I'm not worried about it because this isn't a piece that tips the scales in re-signing Kendall Vildor. And they could get one in the draft still, or I don't know how much money they have in cap space left, but they can maneuver around the cap enough to free up space for a guy if they really wanted him.
Yeah, in this situation, too, like, again, depth piece, right? But it's one I have, like, some confidence in. Again, like, as I said before, like, Kendall Vildor was a starting cornerback when this team won their first playoff game in my lifetime. In over 30 years, the first playoff win. And then went on and did it again. Kendall Vildor, once more, was a starting cornerback in that game, too. It's not the same as, in all due respect, this guy was super cool to us, gave us time, gave us an interview, and was, honestly, it seemed like a really cool dude. Will Harris.
Will Harris was
when
a cool
Will
guy.
Harris checks into the game, I get anxiety. All right, I start getting fucking highs.
Will Harris had a
My
great
heart
game.
rate fucking pumps up. I'm not a fan of it.
He had a great game this year.
Kendall Vildor, different. Like,
He's a good
I'm
tackler.
confident. Yeah, if he goes in there and to play a little bit, like, I'm fine with that. It's not a Will Harris situation. I don't think anyone should be dropping what's his name? Steve Carell? What's his name in that show, though?
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
You don't watch The Office?
I do. I love that. I just don't remember his name. That's honestly one of my favorite shows.
Office is great.
The Office had me fucking dying, bro.
Yeah. Office is great.
If you guys watch us enough, you know I love a good race joke. When they slide them in there.
The basketball game where he's like first pick, obviously.
Yeah, Stanley. And then when he comes down the
It's
stairs,
fucking
he's
terrible.
Like, secret weapon.
Yeah, bro.
He's dribbling like
This shit's so funny, bro. Or when he fought Dwight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I absorbed the first one, but I wasn't expecting the second punch.
Great show, man. Nick, you want? I mean, yeah, you kind of spoke your piece on it then.
Yeah, for me, it's just maybe, like we said, I mean, it's an obvious depth piece, but maybe it's just like a fill-in role if we don't go high upside corner with the first, like, few picks until Emmanuel Mosley gets back. That's kind of where I'm at with it, and it's still a depth piece when Emmanuel Mosley's back because we don't know what he is at this point in his career after 2 massive injuries. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully Mosley can come back strong and Vildor fills in before then if we don't go high upside corner with one of the first 3 picks.
Yeah, we did a mock draft last night. Shout out to Broder, shout out Dose of Dion. We went live on Dion's channel last night, which we're going to end up doing every Tuesday. And I did grab a mock then. We'll save it. We'll just make a segment out of it, Chris, a little bit later. But I'm kind of curious, like, if Brad doesn't grab one early, when that will happen. Because like, it is really like, kind of thin defensive back class, in my opinion. Like, once you pass, like, the Ronaldo Green, like, Kyrie Jackson, like, I just...
After the second round?
Yeah, it's like, although I know that we need one, and I know Brad's not going to draft for position regardless, but, like, I keep it in mind that obviously we like a cornerback when I do my mock drafts, and I look at the list, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to take a chance on any of these people. I do want to check out the kid from Tennessee, though, like, actually following me in, like, the 4th round. I think it's, like, Kamal Harden or something like that. I gotta catch his tape. I know the stuff that I read up on him, and Dion kind of confirmed it. It reminds him of Cam Hart.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind him, but I said it before. I feel like we need someone with some speed back there. We don't really have that.
I agree.
It's the one piece we don't have.
I agree.
Hopefully it's Ronaldo Green.
Hopefully, we still got Amik Robertson. He's pretty fast.
Yeah, you're right.
So
that's fair.
There's some pieces. This is a brand new Lions secondary. The cornerback situation, though, they'll have to figure it out. If they don't add one in free agency, you got to get one in the first 2 rounds, in my mind. And I know that's not how Brad works. I know that's not how this regime works. But like you said, it gets pretty slim picking after the first 2 rounds. Chris, you had your hand up?
I did raise my hand there. I'm talking about the cornerbacks, and to me, we just talked about a safety in CJDJ leaving. Now, is it kind of more important for you to turn to safety now because you do have your starting safeties, but you could probably use maybe a little bit more depth, maybe one more body in that safety room. No,
I think no,
it's not
Brian
an emergency.
Branch, in case of emergency, like break glass in case of emergency, you have Brian Branch who can play the safety. I'm sure they'll draft the safety, but there are some pieces further down the draft I think that could fill in as better safeties than there would be cornerbacks, in my opinion.
Yeah, for me, 2 things. The same way I said this defensive back class is kind of weak, I feel even more strongly about that in the safety class. Obviously, we got guys like James Williams that we like, but all those pieces are like nothing of urgency, just especially after going off of what we heard Fonte Melifonwu say on that podcast, where he's like, a lot of the plays I made that week, AG called me in his office for a half hour to an hour telling me, hey, if you see this formation, come down and blitz. It ended up being a strip sack for him, like multiple times, right? Or multiple sacks, I should say. Interceptions, too. I just feel like if I'm fairly confident in AG to coach up a safety position where, like, it's not an urgency, I'd be cool to take a James Williams late. I think that's a guy that fits them perfectly, to be honest with you, not just like just because his versatility. Like, I feel like from the defensive line, at least the edges, to the linebackers, to that safety position, they kind of experiment there. At least AG does. Like, you see him drop, not a fan of it, by the way, but you see him drop Aiden Hutchinson in coverage. We see the same thing with James Houston.
Hands, man.
Yeah. Obviously, he likes to blitz guys.
Yeah, what is it, 4?
Yeah.
Is it 4 picks?
He's only got 1, I think.
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
He does not have 1.
I think it's 3 or 4.
At least 2. Hutch has 3 or 4 for sure.
Hutch has 4.
Jeff Okudah has 2 career interceptions.
Hutch has 4 career.
1 against the Cardinals, and then the pick 6 against Chicago.
Oh, that Cardinals pick was hype. That was like, one of the first videos doing tailgate wins. Me and the fellas exploded for that one.
But again, I think safety is like easier to pick up and coach up for a guy like AG. We're like corner. I just want the top of the crop, if I'm being honest with you guys. How you feel about Max Melton? A couple comments over Sports Chat about him.
Max Melton? Yeah, I mean...
I don't hate him, but I'm not in love with everybody else.
I'm with you on that. I'm not in love with him. I don't hate him as a prospect, and he's going to be like a 3rd-round pick, so...
That's what I'm thinking, 2nd and 3rd-round pick.
Yeah.
Played at Rutgers.
I'm not in love with him, but it's...
I feel like he's there's so much to be sharpened there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I feel like he's kind of sloppy, if I'm being honest with you guys.
I think you could get like the edge rushers or the interior offensive linemen that are going to be available in the 3rd round are better than the cornerbacks.
Oh,
so that's
by
why I
far.
would go a cornerback in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
Where you can get a Kyrie Jackson or Cam Hart or somebody like that, or Renardo Green.
Yeah.
And then go edge rusher or interior offensive lineman in the 3rd. Like you could get, like the mock draft I did, you get Renardo Green in the 2nd round. You could still get Mo Kamara in the 3rd round.
Man, I love Mo Kamara.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's not more hype around him. I took him last night, or someone took him last night. I think it was Broder, and they gave him like a D for it. I didn't understand it.
Yeah. Give me an F.
Dude's, yeah. I think it was you actually I was thinking about. Yeah. Super productive in his collegiate career. And then he goes and hits the combine, and you get to see why he's super productive. Kid's a freak.
Yes.
One of the cornerbacks that was mentioned in the chat there was Cooper DeJean. Do you guys think that he can play outside cornerback in the NFL, not based on his...
Something about the way he looks just screams safety to me. I don't know what it is. Something about the way he looks, it's just safety or nickel. No, but
You don't think he can play outside?
Honestly, I don't. It's...
Someone's got to come along, right?
No. Like, there's a reason that they're an extinct race. Like, it's just he was a zone merchant, really, at Iowa. And he might be able, like, he could play outside corner in some schemes for sure. But I think he'd be best at nickel or safety.
Yeah, I think he's coming. He's going to be an all-pro at nickel or safety. I don't think that happens at corner. Like, if the Lions took him, I got to be honest, like, he'd be a fucking dog for us. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I don't think he's playing outside corner. That's just where I'm at with it. They're going to move him around. He's going to make a little chess piece. The same thing they did with Chauncey. The same thing they did with Branch.
Yeah.
In that situation, I think I don't know. I think you probably move Branch back into safety and let Chauncey do all the freak. I'm sorry.
Michael
Cooper do all the
Lunchy
freaky
says,
shit.
Spencer, he's sneaky fast, though. A gym rat, coach's son. Yeah, he's a real smart player. Plays the game the right way. You know, I don't know. Something about him you can trust.
Yeah, if I had a daughter.
Yeah. He's a guy you'd take home to mom for sure. Easy, tell us about Shake Shack. Your Shake Shack.
My Shake Shack? Your Shake Shack. When it comes to chicken sandwiches, I got the sleeper. It's the Shake Shack Chicken Shack Sandwich. It's delicious. Try the Chicken Shack Sandwich for free with a $10 purchase today. Grab a shake and a crispy crinkle fry and get your Shake Shack Chicken Shack Sandwich today. Just use a promo code Woodward online, in person, or download the app. Again, it's the Shake Shack Chicken Shack Sandwich. Promo code Woodward for a free one of them things, you know?
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
At work?
Banter and live fan interaction. All on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my guy Spinmo Rax.
What up, though? RIP John Claus.
Rest in peace, John Claus. Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. The Detroit Lions have matched Brock Wright's offer.
Big cock, bro.
Big cock, bro. Right swing.
Brock the Glock.
From the San Francisco 49ers. What?
What
Swing?
What did you say? Oh, right swing.
Right swing.
I don't know.
Would you think I said something
racist? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you made me. The way you looked at me, it's like I felt like I said something racist. I guess alt-right, right?
You said, like, I thought you said something about, like, white's right or something like that. That's what, and you said it. You're wearing the,
Chill,
you got
Nick.
the American flag on your hat.
Yeah.
You got the American flag on your hat.
How do you think I got that ticket
You got
today,
the
brother?
vest on.
Ticket, yeah, I feel
How do you think I got that ticket today?
It's true.
Yeah, I fucking hate him too. Breathing on a lot, man. I was hopped out the tanning bed this morning. We got a wedding to go to this weekend. Sorry, let me chill. Take the head off now. You got me feeling type way. Brock Wright back to Detroit Lions. I love this. I know a lot of people look at it like, oh, why? Who cares? This is a tight end 2, tight end 3. Ben Johnson, if you haven't noticed, loves his tight ends. Yes. I mean, we all do. Let's be honest about it. But let him cook. Specifically, football tight ends, Ben Johnson loves them, utilizes them. We talked about it in 2022. We had the most touchdowns at the tight end position in franchise history. I believe it was 12 of them things. And they're spread across because T.J. Hockenson was traded mid-season. Ben Johnson cooked with them. He likes to go out there in that 13 personnel, 1 running back, 3 tight ends, and everyone's all bunched up. And then the second series of downs, or maybe even just the second play, the defense responds bringing out heavy personnel themselves. Okay, let's go stop the run. They got a fucking elite offensive line, 3 tight ends out there, and they got dog-ass running backs. What are we going to do? Well, from that point, you know what Ben Johnson does? Spread them out. We're passing the ball. Brock Wright, it's a very intricate system for tight ends specifically. Brock Wright's been within that system. Brock Wright has produced in that system, scored game-winning touchdowns in that system. And on top of that, I've said it like 15 times during Dose of Dion stream last night, this new kickoff rule, tight ends, linebackers, they're going to have a resurgence in this league. You don't want a lot of those guys on your roster for those kick return situations. A lot of linebackers on your rosters for those kickoff situations. Those are going to be the type of buys you're going to want to put in front of the Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamison Williams, Maurice Alexander, whoever may be back there returning kicks for you. You're going to want that type of build in front of them to block. And I think Brock Wright fits that perfectly.
I mean, yeah, this is a great signing. This is a great signing by the Detroit Lions. You bring back a guy that knows the system. He's been here. He's comfortable with it. Like you said, he's made plays when the plays are given to him. Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, they preach that they like their guys. They want to keep their guys. And Kyle Shanahan tried to poach one of their guys. And they said, no. Go back to San Francisco, you damn rabbit. Yeah, you damn rabbit. In the Midwest, we do things different. But
I'm so lost today.
Damn kumquat. But I think
fucking starfish. Fucking can of tomatoes.
Goddamn sea otter. But I think that this guy, Brock Wright, has shown he can do things. He can just use his versatility to make different things happen.
Whole wheat. I'm sorry, I'm done. I apologize.
Goddamn whole wheat pasta eating motherfucker. No, but I expect him to have that similar role that he's had in this offense. And Dan Campbell has said that you like guys to be consistent. You like guys to be consistent. I can't think of the other word I was thinking of. But he said Brock Wright is extremely consistent and dependable. That's what I was looking for. Dependable. And that's what Brock Wright is. When his number is called upon, he's not going to drop it. You know, he's not going to do something stupid. He's not going to make a boneheaded mistake. He's going to go about his job, do his job, and do it at a high level.
And there's one thing Detroit Lions fans don't like drafting, if we're being honest about it, is a tight end position. Now that evades that situation, which honestly still might happen because of the special team stuff, but like now I feel like it's not a press need. And not that Brad Holmes is sweating anything anyway. He's going to take the best player there. But there were some guys at the top of this class where it's like, I think it's Broder and Dion were putting me on to him last night. And I remember seeing his name a few times, but Sanders out of Texas, the real athletic kid, like 6'4", 240.
Yeah.
I honestly would have loved to have him here too, if I'm being honest with you. And then I still actually wouldn't be surprised in a BPA situation if he does become a Detroit Lion. But it's just not a pressing need anymore. And you have a guy, again, that knows your system. Nick, how you feel about Brock Wright coming back?
It was more than I thought, when we talked about it. I mean, $4 million for a blocking tight end essentially is what he is. But you think about the game-winning touchdown against the New York Jets 2 years ago. You think about the massive 4th and 1 against the Chargers, play action, Brock over the middle, big touchdown in that game. A big reason why we won that game. He shows up in the big moments, and I think Brad and Dan see that. He does his job blocking, and we all talked about it. We all think, or at least I think, that we're going to have a top 3 rushing offense next season with Gibbs getting even better, Montgomery getting even better, Ziegler added to this offensive line. So I think he's a big piece in what this team wants to do, rushing the ball and going off the play action. So I think it's a good move we brought him back, and the fact that San Francisco wanted him tells me that they've obviously seen his tape and they know that he's a really good player. And that's obviously, I mean, second tight end, but he's a key piece of this team. Also dates Carly Johnston, Red Wings host.
Shout out
keeping her
Carly
in
Johnston.
town. Keeping her in town.
That's man pulls. We'll just say it like that. Carly Johnston is a very attractive.
Brock's big cock confirmed.
Carly Johnston is a very attractive woman, and she's very good at her job. But this, she can do multiple things. He's a great blocker.
Wild turn of events there.
He's a great blocker, and I think that's the biggest thing. Obviously, he's not known for his blazing speed or anything like that. He's not this burner. We saw him rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for his touchdown against the Jets, which won us the game. I posted in the chat or on Twitter today a highlight of him at the Bucs game where they ran the same exact play. The same exact play that he got the touchdown on. And he hit I'm gonna slide right past you. Live on. He hits the slowest juke move ever.
Oh wow, Brock Wright.
But
That's for you, bud.
You don't know who Carly Johnston is? Yeah, she's
gorgeous.
Beautiful. She's beautiful. But yeah, Brock Wright was an essential piece to this offense last year as that second tight end, and he's gonna fill right into that role again. I'm glad they got the deal done, and $4 million a year is not anything crazy. So
to be honest with you, I didn't know what Brock Wright's face looks like. Normal looking dude. Good for him.
He's
polls.
Fucking huge. Probably got
all right.
Notre Dame.
You were wrong about that last time, by the way.
I was wrong about that last time for sure.
Wrong about who?
We had first-hand experience that proved me wrong.
Pause.
But,
yeah.
Sorry, Chris. But
hey, I'm not judging. I just like to shoot straight.
I just like to shoot straight. But yeah, I don't know where we go from here.
What do you want from me? Chris, how do you feel about Brock Wright coming back?
I am ecstatic. We got Mr. Burners back in the building. This is the one free agency, the one re-signing. I talked about the two of them. This is the one I'm excited for everything you guys named. All jokes aside, he's proven to be a good utility player, familiar with the system. But this guy makes plays. He makes big-time plays. Like that's just what he does. That Jets play, man. One of the fastest, most athletic plays I've ever seen in my life. So,
honestly, one of the most athletic plays I've ever seen from tight end in my life. You're on the money there. Brock Wright's touchdown.
Jets play? Yeah. I think he was moving at 11 miles an hour down the field, just extremely impressive.
Bro was booking.
I was ready to send him off. When I filled in Monday on Wake Up Woodward, I was ready to send him off. Godspeed to your next destination. But now that he's back, I'm happy.
I got to ask you guys a question real quick.
Yes.
Do you think it affects it at all? We've seen this team's trickery in the past, obviously what happened in Dallas.
God, Danielle Hunter's
Do you think it, any indication on why we signed him or is not letting him go to San Francisco because they're our top competition?
I do think
because the playbook that Ben Johnson has is probably deep with trick plays. Do you guys think that plays any factor?
I think that plays a pretty big factor in it. Honestly, not wanting him to go to San Francisco and give out the Ben Johnson secret, not even just the trick plays or anything like that, but the blocking assignments and how tight ends work in that offense to bring that to San Francisco, which is already a pretty similar offensive style to what we run here. And I think that if this was Jacksonville that gave him that offer sheet, I don't know if they match. But since it's San Francisco, I think that it's not obviously they wanted to keep him here. That's the biggest reason. But I do think that plays a little bit of a factor in it for sure.
I just want to take a moment and I'm in a little bit of shock here. And I want to give this guy his due credit. The smartest thing I've ever seen this guy say, ever in the chat. I've never seen this guy speak so eloquently. Shout out to Cousin Keys in the Woodward Sports chat. Says Lions are okay paying Brock what he's worth. Why they tendered him at $3 million for 1 year. No compensation coming back for him factored into the re-sign too. I've never heard him speak so eloquently. I can't even speak it while I'm trying to give you compliments here.
Shout out Cousin Keys.
Shout out Cousin Keys. I agree with that one. I think the part for me, Nick, though, and I harped on this last night, again, special teams. I really do think it's going to be a big factor in the football season in whole next year. And I think Dave Phipps, one of the best special team coaches. I think Brock Wright obviously has a good relationship with Ben Johnson as well, too. It just made no sense to lose him when you're right there at the door.
Right there.
Right there.
Tell us about merch.
Woodward Sports is back, and they have new merch on their website. If you are tired of
New merch.
old Detroit sports merch, head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click the shop tab. Get yourself some brand new hoodies, tees, hats, everything that's guaranteed to turn heads. So head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click the shop tab today and get yourself some brand new.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and conveniences of the online and big box retailers, with one major difference: they're family and locally owned and operated for 60 plus years, or 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Order Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm Easy, joined by Spinmo Rex,
What up, though?
Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Rest in peace, John Kloss. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button. It means the world to
John
us.
Kloss.
We're giving away Grand Slam tickets too, right? Pretty sure we are.
We hit the right like goal.
That's what I'm thinking. Where we at, Chris? Is it updated on your end?
We are at, on my end, it says 103.
103?
All right, if we hit
36.
Put 36 likes?
If we hit 200 likes,
the poll says 139.
I'll make a new poll.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're a shitty dad.
No, we can keep that one. I didn't know you had that one up there.
Well, you didn't read it?
Yeah. You didn't read the poll sheet?
All right, last night.
Prep poll?
On Tuesdays. This is going to be a thing on Tuesdays. Maybe you should join us one night too, if you want. Or whoever, honestly. Nick, Chris.
I'll be watching
Stefon
Shogun. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, that's fair.
Honestly, yeah.
I got to catch up. Don't tell me what happened. Either way.
Oh, my.
Mock drafts every Tuesday with Dosa Dion. Sometimes Detroit Lions, sometimes 1 through 32. I think next week I want to get a little crazy, just do all defense or like all offense. Just see what we cook up. I feel like you accidentally dive deeper into like the draft that way.
Okay.
At least defensively for sure. But regardless, I didn't do mine until 15 minutes before the show. But I'm kind of proud of what I cooked up. There's one piece I think we're missing, but Chris, go ahead and throw it up there.
Throw it up, throw it up.
I know Edward O'Neill's seen this. He was a big fan. I traded up.
Why'd you show it to him, not me?
Well, he was watching the show.
Damn. Real friends. How many?
Wow, you show yours to him,
Yeah,
not me.
wow, you showed it to him. Traded up.
I traded up
Ooh.
to acquire
Latu.
Moto.
Moto likes you.
I think he's one of the best edge rushers coming out of this draft in terms of like just the floor in itself. And obviously, you guys heard me say the Detroit Lions window is Neo. And I feel like if you're going to grab somebody who could play for you right now. And this defensive line, the way it's stacked up between DJ Reader, Lee McNeil, obviously Aiden Hutchinson. 2 of those human beings are for damn sure going to have to see double teams. We've seen Hutch triple teamed at times last year in some of the most schematic, impressive, genius ways. And honestly, LaFleur was one of them. Those guys are going to have to be accounted for. Give me a kid who has so many moves in his bag, they're falling out of his fucking pockets. And Latu, we can start day one and be productive for you day one. I have no issue with it. I also have no issue if that name changed to any other edge rusher in the first round in terms of it comes maybe like a Dallas Turner or Jared Verse. versus haha, nice. I don't know if you meant to do that.
did.
Those are probably the main two. A little bit of a pipe dream when it comes to Dallas Turner. But if you moved up for Jared Verse, to be honest with you, they could almost grab anybody in this draft class that I would see as a good guy, obviously. And I think it'll work on this defensive line. But Latu, I guess more importantly, is ready to go right now. So I made the move up for him.
Go right now.
I pressed this is what I would do mock draft, and I wanted to grab a receiver before we got too deep. I did the public board, so the wide receivers were flying. I had to grab one when I can. In the second round, I grabbed Jalen Polk. Has anybody done?
Yeah, I don't love it. I mean, I think he's going to be a good receiver, but it doesn't really fit our needs of what. Like, he's not an X.
He plays X.
Yeah, but
X don't give it to you.
The X gonna give it to you. Whoa!
I feel like
this is my draft now.
Jeez, that's massive.
But I mean, he is.
I think he's got some of the best hands in this class.
He's got good hands for sure. It's just his size. You know,
he's 6'3".
He's
6'1".
6'1". He's 6'1". If
6'1", 200
I
something.
love it. But yeah,
I do love it.
He's not too fast. He's not like blazing speed either. He's like a 4.5 guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. But I don't love it. I would have to see who else was there. I don't like that you didn't take offensive lineman at all.
So that's why I confess I fucked up at. Because you guys know how I feel about Austin Booker. I've kind of been high on him. I was a little disappointed in the numbers when it comes like the combine. I thought he put up a lot better stuff. But I saw him there. I know Brad does BPA, but again, this is what I would do mock draft. Probably should have grabbed an offensive lineman at some point, but I love the prospect of Austin Booker, what I think he can be. I know the athletic numbers didn't shine, but again, if you believe in Terrell Williams, if you believe the rest of this defensive line is going to dominate the way that I do, I think that he's going to ball. Yeah. Latu can almost do it all. Like, he really can. He's not the same. Easy if you were to take a Mark or Davenport in Houston, I feel like, and just mix him. He's 6'5". He's got multiple moves. He's obviously not as quick in terms of like James Houston. I think James Houston's size plays a part in that. But I think in terms of just getting to the quarterback, Latu in this draft is amongst the best. At 15 there, even with the trade, I don't know if they grade the trade part of it, but you see like they gave fuck a PFF. I'm not gonna base my take off their grade. But it is an A+, boy. I'm just saying that one nice right there. No, Latu's a dog.
Yeah. Oh no, Latu is a great player for sure. Oh, now I'm tiny. But I think that he's a great player. I wouldn't mind this draft. Like I said, I'm not in love with Polk. You got to get an offensive lineman in this draft, especially if you're giving up assets for.
And they're going to get an offensive lineman too. Yeah.
You right. have to get one in my mind. I love James Williams, you know that. So
yeah, and I cannot lie.
Yeah, if you would have taken an offensive lineman instead of Booker, I would have given him this probably a B. C-. The
Trey Knox pick. He's a little bit of like an athletic tight end. Athletic build. Actually played wide receiver at Arkansas before transferring over to South Carolina and moving to tight end. And I just feel like it's another little trick you could throw in Ben's bag there, having another athletic tight end like that.
Well, I'll give it a C. I'll give it a C+.
Well, you got to at least give it a B, something, because your boy cooked. So
I'll give it a C+.
Yeah, but if you made it a B, what are we talking here?
What do I got to do to get
I'll give it a C+, because like I said, I'm not in love with Polk. I would like Booker there a lot if you didn't already get an edge and you you had an offensive lineman.
Yes,
but I like James Williams. I like the Latu pick a lot. Both of those, Polk and Booker, good, but not in this situation in my mind.
Nicholas,
and I don't know who Trey Knox is.
Yeah, I mean this speaks.
He's sweet.
This speaks to me. I mean, this is a lot of production coming in. I like Polk. He was a big reason why Washington was so successful with those other dog receivers in McMillan and Romo Dunze, and obviously Michael Penix slinging it. He was big on the outside for them. I talk about production. Latu, 34 TFLs, 23.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles the last 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. Those are elite numbers. Yeah, I have not dove into his tape, but I mean, if they're going up and getting this guy, you got to think that this is the pair for Aiden Hutchinson. Like you said earlier, you have to believe that he's the other elite guy that's going to bring this defense all in together. So I'm going to give it a B+ here.
I feel like there's no
for
roll
no
of the dice with
offensive
it.
for no offensive lineman.
Yeah,
depth.
and again, I concede. I did miss not getting an offensive lineman. Chris.
Yeah, offensive lineman's the only thing missing here, but I like Latu from what I've seen. I like grabbing a receiver early. I think that's something. The more and more I get to the draft, I talk myself into that being one of the first 2 selections I think for the Lions. So for me, I like this. I'll give it like a C plus. Maybe I have more faith in you there, Spencer. B minus.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Chris.
You got a pity B minus for Chris. Hope it feels good, bud.
Damn.
Fucked
Boom,
up.
roasted.
Boom, roasted.
No, and again, this was 15 minutes before we had to go live with Dion. I'm probably gonna do another one tonight. You should do one tonight, and maybe we'll do some of your guys' too.
Tomorrow.
Eduardo.
Why gotta do it tonight?
Well, I guess take your time with it. Take it out, wine and dine it.
69.
Make sure it's in a comfortable state, that it's willing to do something,
Forget
but
all
you
that
show it a
can
good time. I recommend a comedy club. That way you don't have to entertain it. You know what I'm saying? It's the entertainment provides itself, and you guys conversation in the car right back. You just reliving that moment. Wasn't that so funny when that guy did that? Oh my God, I can't believe they said this. Let's put on a movie or something. Just rest. You shouldn't be out driving. We were drinking just now.
What the fuck?
You ever seen this movie on Netflix? It's actually great. Have you heard of Shogun? We should stream the whole season now. I've already seen this episode.
All right. Let me tell you about Guardian Alarm to keep you from Easy's plans. Guardian Alarm gives you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. Call them anytime, day or night. No Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work. Call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out, Easy.
Out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
That's just
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss. With Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Ispo Dispensaries, #1 in the biz. Make sure you guys head over. April 20th, 420. They're giving over 1,000 prizes away at all 12 locations. That's Dispo Dispensary. Save the date. Your local cannabis plug.
Check it out.
Check it out. What does that say? Sheriff? Chief Chills?
Chief Chills.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know if that's what size is it? It looks big, but what size is it? We'll try it out, I guess. What up, welcome back to Whatever It's live on sports.com. My boy Easy, Joe, my guy Spimo Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
I'll try that for sure. Rest in peace, John Claw. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. Chauncey, the one Chauncey that we give a shit to talk about in Detroit, other than today and every day actually for this guy. Chauncey Billups is going to the Basketball Hall of Fame. Caught me by surprise this morning. I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. I did ask myself, And I asked everybody around me too at work. They called me. I was kind of surprised. I didn't think he was going to be in the Hall of Fame. I never really saw him as that, to be honest with you. But I talked myself into it. I looked a little bit into it, and I think you can make sense of it. I know Sam sent me a text saying that this makes no fucking sense. This is bullshit. How could they let such a bum grace the Hall of Fame or disgrace the Hall of Fame?
What
and I said, Sam, relax. This is a guy who was drafted pretty high. He was seen as a highly touted prospect. Bounced around a little bit before signing with the Detroit Pistons, but in that tenure, 5 All-Star games, 1 NBA championship, 1 NBA championship MVP. Dude was seamlessly transitioned through the game, passing the ball, playing defense, a 6'3" guard, but he used that big body, and he always sacrificed his stats for others. I kind of mentioned it earlier, like the CJDJ, everyone's kind of like putting him in the realm of like a top 10, top 5 safety. Why? Why are we doing that? There's nothing to provide information. Maybe top 10, there could be conversation. I'm cool with that. But with Chauncey, he was there. He did those things, but again, he wanted to win at the end of the day. I think the biggest example of that was the Allen Iverson trade, where obviously you would say Allen Iverson is a better individual basketball player than Chauncey Billups.
Yes.
However, after they acquired Chauncey Billups on the Denver Nuggets, you're a Carmelo fan, that's when they won the most. That's when they did the most damage. And then I was like, well, let me actually take a step back here. How old was Allen Iverson when that trade went down? I looked, AI was considerably over. I think, by the way, I love Joe Dumars, but trading Chauncey Billups at 27 is a criminal. That was 27-year-old is that's still there's still gas left in the tank at that point. Yeah, bro. It kind of pissed me off seeing how old he was at that point. Regardless, I was like, okay, well, let's see what Chauncey did when he was 33. 26? Say it out loud.
No, when Chauncey was 32, we traded him.
Yeah. He was 32?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell was I looking at? That's even better than
27 was when we acquired him, I believe.
I got to look at what I was looking at then. I don't know what the fuck I
Yeah,
was looking at.
you're right, Chris. Or he was 26 when we made his first start.
Regardless, there's a swap right there, right? A guy who's considered individually greater in Allen Iverson. Switch him out for Chauncey Billups. Obviously, has a championship on his resume, a Finals MVP, which also could have went to Rip. I'll give Rip that credit too. But obviously, again, guy like Carmelo, super talented, supremely talented. AI, former MVP. You go way further with Chauncey in that team, and he's just a winner.
Yeah, Chauncey's the man. He's very deserving of this Hall of Fame nod. I'm happy he got it. That's the greatest 5 alive. They still are the greatest 5 alive, and I was just happy to see that happen. Happy for him to get his respect. Mr. Big Shot, the guy who was a main factor in putting seats into the Palace for so many, or people into the seats in the Palace for so many years.
He's installing seats. He really did it all.
He was a do-it-all player
Team
for this
player.
team. He was even installing seats. But I loved watching Chauncey play. Obviously, he wasn't my favorite player on the team. Rashid was my favorite player on the team, but Chauncey was the leader, man. He was the leader. He was the guy the straw that stirred the drink. So congratulations to Chauncey Billups on his Hall of Fame nod. Is much deserved.
It was must-see television when I was growing up. This is why I fell in love with the game of basketball. This is why I still, when I moved down to Detroit, this is why I bought season tickets, because I loved the Pistons, and Chauncey Billups was the reason I loved them. He brought us a championship game. It was never me. This team beat Shaq and Kobe in their effing prime. That's just insane to think about, that these 5 players, Chauncey leading it with obviously Ben Wallace. I mean Chauncey was
just the 5.
Yeah,
Best
just
5
the 5.
alive.
Yeah, exactly. And it was the biggest reason why I fell in love with the game of basketball. This franchise has never been the same since he left.
Man.
It was the turning point. And how many Eastern Conference Finals straight was it? Was it 7? 8? It was a ridiculous number. At that time, I took it for granted. I just thought we always got back. And yeah, this franchise was complete and utter dog shit after he left. Joe D, thanks for bringing us the championship, but honestly, giving him up for AI, that's inexcusable.
Pissed me off.
Yeah. But shout out Chauncey. He deserves it. Absolute Detroit legend, and he always will be.
I wonder what the hell I was looking at when I thought he was 27. I'm trying to figure out what it could have been. Not points, maybe minutes. But it has a decimal in it. Chris?
He was 27.2 years old.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck? How you
Chauncey
feel?
deserves this. I'm happy because Ben was the leader on defense. Chauncey was the leader on offense of that team. It was, as Nick said, it was formative for me as well as all of us Detroit Piston fans growing up our age. That was the team, and this team was never the same since Chauncey. I even loved the year they brought him back. Back with Brandon Jennings, and Brandon Jennings talked highly about Chauncey Billups and the addition of him and what he meant to Brandon Jennings' development. This guy was, in every sense of the word, a perfect basketball teammate. He really was.
Really was.
And you know what? That's something that really can't be undersold, especially when I don't want to hear Flannel Sam or whoever is saying Chauncey Billups doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, because there are plumbers in the Hall of Fame. There are those guys from the 50s and 60s that were drinking at halftime. That, man, you lace them up against Chauncey in their prime. Chauncey's dusting them. So I don't want to hear it. This guy is top 15 all time in three-pointers made in the playoffs. That is where he earned his Hall of Fame career, is the playoffs. The playoffs, he was one of the best playoff performers. I liken him to today's day and age. If I want to compare him to a player, it's in terms of level-wise, it's Jamal Murray, that guy that steps it up in the playoffs, makes the big plays. And in the regular season, he doesn't have the best numbers. Isn't putting up MVP numbers, but you know what? When the cards are on the table and you need a bucket, you need a basket, there's a reason Chauncey was called Mr. Big Shot. So yeah, I love Chauncey for this. My first game I ever watched was when he hit the half quarter against New Jersey. People forget that we lost that game, but that was the very first game I watched, and I watched every game the rest of that Pistons run, and I was hooked like that.
Bro was nicknamed Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah.
Like everyone kind of, I don't want to say overstudies, but anytime any big name player like misses or doesn't take the game winning shot, like they're like scrutinized for a week or almost forever. You always remember those situations. I mean, I think of LeBron when I think of those situations. So many shots he passed on.
Yeah.
Chauncey was Mr. Big Shot. And I think and I love my guy Flannel Sam. I was totally joking about me texting him saying those things, but I think for him, this is an important introductory just because I think it gives the Hall of Fame context that's more than just the stats. I'm saying there's the context of winning.
Yes.
Winning championships, playing winning basketball. And that's what Chauncey was. And I hope Flannel Sam is gathering that from these.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Yeah,
I promise you, Flannel Sam will absolutely obliterate this tomorrow.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear it today, but I know he's in the morning show, so he's saving his take for the morning. But fuck, man. I mean, I get it though. Were you guys surprised?
No.
Come on. You weren't surprised?
No. I mean, kind of. I don't think anybody else on the team makes it in.
I think Big Ben already did. No.
Well, yeah.
No, he's saying
like anybody else.
These were the only
team
two.
makes it in.
These were the only two from that team.
Yeah.
That
Big Ben makes it for
in
sure.
my opinion.
4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Flannel not that one is crazy.
That one's crazy.
But
yeah,
Chauncey was a little bit of. I mean,
finished top 6 and MVP voting twice.
Yeah.
3-time All-NBA.
5-time All-Star. I mean, you're in that.
And again, he
you're
deflected too. Like he shared the balls. Like he could have had way better numbers. Yeah. Matter of fact, he did when he's in Boston. He was putting up. He was scoring and doing all that shit. I think he learned though. It's like you put up all these numbers, but it never equates to winning.
Yeah.
I think he learned that early on in his career. Thank God.
What's crazy is that though, I would have thought in those early on seasons that you were talking about, he actually never averaged 20 a game. He got to 19.5, so he got close, but he never got to 20 a game. But he was a guy that was definitely, especially in his prime, capable of 20. He was, again, he was never in the conversation of Chris Paul, Darren Williams, but any given night, he could outperform one of those guys. That's the type of range he was in.
It was like a basketball
Tony
IQ.
Parker,
like he knew when to step up to do it. That's why he was Mr. Big Shot. It's like, okay, we need a bucket here. He got you.
In an era of good point guards, Chauncey was the guy that could every single game, he could be the best point guard. He wasn't the best point guard. He wasn't, at oftentimes he flirted with top 5 at his peak.
But I feel like in the traditional sense of what you want a point guard to do, he kind of was though.
And this is a guy who played 17 years in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Longevity has
He had a
to mean
17-year career and averaged 15.2 points per game over 17 seasons.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn impressive.
It's kind of crazy to go to the Chauncey Rick Pitino days and see him with the high top fade. Because I've only known him as the ball, fucking diamond earrings. $1 million smile. Chauncey's the man. I'm happy for him.
Chauncey is the man.
Now Vince Carter. I think he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a chance. No, I'm just kidding.
There's debate in the office today over at Suburban. Shout out to my guy Sammy. Well, he actually kind of hesitant on Chauncey too, but then the Detroit fan, he kind of takes over on that one. I guess
Vince Carter played for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to the finals once, the Magic, if not mistaken.
He's an 8-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, rookie of the year. Obviously, the best dunker in the history of
Culturally
basketball.
changed the game when it came to dunking too.
Like,
yeah.
The thing with Vince Carter, where everybody gets tripped up, is he absolutely had a Hall of Fame basketball career. To me, there's no discussion about that. But he was disappointing in a sense. Like, this guy was, remember when everybody was looking for the next Jordan, it was Grant Hill. Then things didn't work with Grant Hill. Then they looked at Vince Carter. Like, this was a guy that had all the physical tools to be one of the all-time greatest, to be a pantheon player, like a top 15, 20 player all time. But he was never even close to that. And, you know, and a lot of that was blamed on him and his shortcomings. So
I mean,
I get why people are frustrated with him, but to say he's not a Hall of Famer is just ridiculous.
He made 8 All-Star teams in a row. He played, I'm pretty sure he's played more seasons than anybody in the NBA. And
no, Kareem played more.
He averaged over 20 points 10 different years. Like, guy's a Hall of Fame.
In an era where defense was actually played.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think culturally, the cultural impact too. That's why I learned today. Literally, it was like the Hall of Fame, the basketball Hall of Fame. That is like it's more than just the numbers, it's more than the accolades.
Sure.
It's like
it's
your
all
impact
levels.
in the game,
Yeah, it's
what you
everything.
brought to the game, and what you did to the game, and that's beautiful. I think that's how it should be. I think that's how I'm the context guy, right? When I make these sports arguments, I'm not always gonna have the numbers, but I'll give you the context and make sense of it. That's Chauncey and Vince Carter's way into the Hall of Fame.
And you know who else has got elected in this, which is crazy because you would have thought he's there, he's the logo. Jerry West got elected too, but that's because they're bringing in totality. Like all the stuff he's done in front offices in basketball too. Like remember, he's behind.
So he was in
Shaq
as a
to
player,
LA.
but now they're putting him in as like a icon type thing.
Yeah,
some weird.
Well, actually, I have to double check it. I don't think he was ever in as a player because he wasn't eligible because you have to be 5 years removed from the NBA. And
Jerry West,
he went into front office. So, like, he's still, like, NBA tied. Like, his playing career is over. But because he moved into the front office, and it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, not the NBA Hall of Fame, I believe that's why
I'm pretty sure he was, the thing I read. I mean, I can look it up real quick, actually. Is Jerry West in the Hall of Fame? Because also, if he wasn't, like, bro, yeah, he went in the Hall of Fame in 1980.
Okay, and, so it was separate for that.
Wilson asked how many Vince Carter in the playoffs. He was in 11 years. He was in the playoffs of his career.
Are they saying no Vince in the Hall of Fame?
No, he just asked how many years he was in. How many seasons did Vince play in the playoffs?
That Vince and T-Mac, that alternate world. Like when I do 2K and I do seasons, like I love to take over that Toronto team and just play that out. Because if Vince and T-Mac reached their potential and did it together, you're talking about one of the most like fun teams ever.
By the way, Fitz
and their cousins.
Yeah,
they are.
They didn't even know.
Yeah, that's
not like
that's
us
the wildest
cousins,
part.
Not like us cousins.
Yeah, not like they're actual cousins. They are each other's cousins.
T-Mac's got that thing going on with his eye.
T-Mac
does. Real quick, I just want to say my fit argument. Your boy Carmelo and AI. Fucking another great example.
Yeah, not a great
fit, players don't always fit. Love you, Ivy, but...
Jesus.
Let me tell you about Les Stanford. What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service the customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn and Dane. Find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Join Woodward Sports downtown for the Grand Slam Fest Friday, April 5th at 9 a.m. in the Detroit Opera House parking lot. And also, we have the block party that will be at Brass Rail, Annex, and Love and Tequila. One ticket gets you into all three spots. All you got to do is go to GrandSlamDetroit.com to get your tickets. This Friday, April 5th, starting at 9 a.m., it's the Grand Slam Fest. Come join Woodward Sports and have a great time.
Is Carmelo in the Hall of Fame?
Easily.
Yeah, not even close.
First ballot.
You're biased as fuck.
No,
first ballot.
Easily in the Hall.
I guess he had a little bit of cultural in there.
He's a top 10 scorer in
he's
the
a top
history of the
10
NBA.
scorer.
He has a championship that he carried Syracuse to. Like, he's easily in the
True.
he is
It's
the
basketball.
greatest
Right.
American Olympian basketball player
All right.
in the history of
All
Olympics.
right, you can be done now.
It's true.
Hey, 5 more likes, and Nick will select one of you guys in the chat to win Grand Slam tickets. The reason why Nick's selecting it
Because he's
is
ugly.
It's his last day.
Yeah.
He's moving on.
Nick.
He's going to start moving into management at
OnlyFans.
his McDonald's branch. And
Coming out with the mustache tees soon. Get your word. Me and Broder.
oh, really?
What did you just say?
Yeah,
Get your word. Did you say get your word?
No, get the word in. First word heard from me. No, I'm going on a bachelor party, so I will be missing opening day, sadly. So if you guys are down there, make sure you guys are pounding beers with the heavyweights. Have a good time. Everybody, do not drive drunk. That's the one thing I will say. In front of a microphone, never drive drunk. Call the Uber. It's worth it.
Uber.
It's not worth it.
It's worth it. The Uber is worth it. The Uber's worth it. Yeah, smash the like button for Nick. 5 more likes, and he'll pick out a winner for the Grand Slam Festival. Do you want to get what do you do? What do we call them? Quiz? Question?
Trivia?
Trivia. Thank you. You want to do trivia, or you just going to pick a name?
Do mustache trivia.
What kind of, what
Yeah,
is a
what's
mustache
a-
trivia?
yeah.
You can't hit zero kind.
Who's got the coolest
I'll,
mustache of all time?
Do you have a favorite mustache? Other than
no,
yours?
Honestly, when
Flacco.
the stash came in after Ted Lasso and Top Gun Maverick, that's when the stash was officially back. And I would like to say I hopped on the stash before everybody else.
Do you have a favorite? You did not hop on the stash before everybody else.
Yeah,
The stash has been around for a minute, fam.
Yeah.
Yes, like the 80s. But I'm saying I'm rocking
Bro,
back.
even then, the
Yeah.
people were rocking the stash in like 2018.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite all-time player?
Listen, disagree.
Yeah, I'll cook something up real quick.
Flacco,
the
bro,
question
the
I
Fu
wanted
Manchu.
to ask you
Hulk
guys.
Hogan.
We talked. I mean, I can pull this off the handlebar.
Handlebar?
No
yeah,
way.
Fu Manchu. Yeah, I've done it before. Let me see if I can get a pic to Chris real quick.
Fuck yeah.
It's absolutely
Tom Selleck,
ridiculous.
Burt Reynolds.
But question I want to ask you guys
Tom
while I'm
Selleck's
thinking
got
of
a great
a trivia question. With Stefon Diggs going out to Houston for a second rounder and they got picks with it, Houston did, some late rounders. Do you think that's a move the Lions looked at or should have possibly looked at? Eazy
I don't
and
think
Spencer?
Stefon Diggs is a Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell guy, personally. I mean, we know he's kind of a diva. Most receivers are, but Stefon Diggs is known as a diva. So, I mean, it's definitely, it was a great trade for the Texans. But with how our bank account's set up and how we've got money in the Golf and Amon-Ra account and then saving money for the other accounts, and you got to move that money from that
I can't
account.
transact on Sundays.
Yeah, it does a transaction on Sundays. There's a finance fee on top of that.
Rollover minutes.
No, but I don't. He's too much money and he doesn't fit the culture.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. Part of me is kind of concerned or is wondering, if he can be cancerous to, their dynamic that they got going on in Texas and Houston.
Hey, look at what they added this offseason.
Yeah,
man.
this is crazy, man. This is the Texans' offseason additions. Stefon Diggs, Danielle Hunter, Joe Mixon, Danico Autry, who we were very high on and wanted. Best corner in the league, Jeff Okudah. CJ Henderson is another good one, though. The rest of these guys could give a fuck less. I think they got another linebacker, too.
Tommy Townsend's nice.
Yeah, Tommy Towns is nice. He's no, whoever the hell used to say, Cushenberry.
Yeah,
he's no Lloyd Cushenberry.
He's no Lloyd Cushenberry. There's only one Lloyd Cushenberry.
No, this is huge for them. But this is what you can do on a rookie contract. These are the situations. This is the type of management it took to help get Goff to the Super Bowl the first time when he's with the LA Rams. I mean, this is what you do when you have these guys. And for some reason, when I put that information out there, some doofus, and I'm sorry to call you doofus, but it pissed me off. But the rookie quarterback has to be good. No fucking shit, he has to be good. When you have a good rookie quarterback or quarterback on a rookie contract, this is what you do. You go all in. NFL, what's it stand for? You hear it all the time. Not for long. Before you have to pay this guy $50 million a year, go cash one in. And I think that's what they're doing right now. I think he'll survive it. And I looked up today, too. Surprisingly, a lot of Tank Dell's reps came on the outside. He lined up wide. Same for Nico Collins, obviously. Where Stefon Diggs, he played a little bit on the slot. I saw sometimes like up to 30 to 40% of his reps from the slot. I thought he was on the outside. But no, he split it up right. And you're going to see a guy like C.J. Stroud go stupid, hopefully for Texans fans. But not too stupid. Halt it when it comes to any type of interference or interaction with the Detroit teams because we don't shut that shit down. Obviously. We ain't worried about them. But
Ain't worried about that.
Huge for them. It sucks for fantasy dynasty owners or managers of Tank Dell.
Yeah, I was about to draft Nico Collins in like the first round.
Yeah, Nico was dogging last year.
I'm gonna.
Steph's gonna cry for his.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Nico
too.
Collins at a discount though, probably in like the third round or something like that instead of super high. But you got your trivia question yet?
MVP season loading says ETN.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. CJ Stroud's the top 5 quarterback in the NFL, and you just got another weapon to pair with re-signing Dalton Schultz, top 5 tight end. No, just re-signing Dalton Schultz. You've got that quad of wide receivers now with Stefon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, and Noah Brown. You signed Joe Mixon as well in the offseason, and then you added Autry and Daniil Hunter to that defense. Like, dude, the Texans are going to be Lions-Texans Super Bowl this year is going to be awesome.
Dave Jeremba, I hope I'm saying that one right, says Houston is in this position they are in because of the Watson trade. Imagine the Lions trade Goff. I'm playing.
That's 100% right. That is the best trade in the history of the NFL. Is what, other than the one for who did the Cowboys traded like 30 players?
Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
Other than that one, like
That's
in
insane.
the modern NFL, that Deshaun Watson trade is like the best trade that I've seen.
Trivia question as soon as we get back from break.
As soon as we get back, Nick's got his trivia question. Let me tell you about my Shake Shack read. The quarterback challenge presented by Shake Shack.
It's mine!
If you can throw it on a rope, you could be at the home opener. Just scan that QR code above my head or go to woodwardsports.com or sign up in any Shake Shack location. And it's not like if you sign up, we might pick you and then you might be able to. No, if you sign up, you are in the contest. And if you win the contest, you get to go 2 tickets to this year's home opener, the Shake Shack QB Challenge with Woodward Sports.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
Glorious! Has new ice water bubble hash pre-roll now with diamonds. Constantly push create the best cannabis experience. The perfect boost comes with an added touch of pure THC and diamond dust, allowing flowers to only the highest terps, making the best even better. Glorious Cannabis. Check them out at your local retailer or visit gloriouscanna.com.
And now, without further ado, it is time for the Woodward Sports Grand Slam Festival giveaway, brought to you by Nicholas Koloff.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What you've all been waiting for. I am going to a bachelor party, and I will be missing opening day. What state will I be going to for this bachelor party? Everybody, put it in the chat. What state will I be in for this bachelor party?
It rhymes
fire
with
up the
Smushmaska.
no. Oh.
It rhymes with
Everybody, fire
Smushmaska.
off. What state? But yeah, I am very disappointed, fellas. Keep your eye out
State
for
of depression.
Always.
It's a trick question.
Trick question. Oh,
Someone?
you got one.
Bam.
Oh.
Ding-ding-ding-ding.
Oh,
Bam.
first
Yeah.
one.
He is a basic
Wow.
bitch. He's going
Wow.
to Tennessee. So shout out to Chase Amley.
Chase Amley, it's not Nashville, but shout out. Hey, that was
He's
off.
going to be wearing pink cowboy hats. He's going to be doing it all. But chugging Miller Lights. He's going to Tennessee.
Hey,
I just picture Nick backing up from his phone for a TikTok dance in his
Yeah,
fucking
for
pink
sure.
tutu
what
and
are
cowboy
those
hat.
guys? Montana boys?
And I don't hold him.
Did you hear Beyonce's country album? Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
Yeah, shout out. Who was that in the chat? It was
Chase Amley.
Chase Amley. Make sure you guys hit up the heavyweights.
Chase
for your
Amley will
tickets.
put you on the list. Text stick right now.
Or check out at Tailgate Wins on Twitter. DM me.
Yeah. DM at Tailgate Wins. You got to follow him too.
Make sure you send nudes.
Send him
your name.
Send him you completely naked with nothing but a pink cowboy hat on.
Mirror pick style though.
Mirror pick, yeah.
Got to see the full shaft. I'm just playing.
This ain't
Pause.
Texas.
I don't hold him.
That's what he says in his head when he sees the
Question
little
for
ones.
you guys, because I'm extremely disappointed that I'm not going to be going, but obviously excited for this trip. What are you guys most looking forward to about opening day?
Scuba on the mound. Boy got a little brother in him.
You want to know what
Tyree.
I'm looking forward to the most? Getting fucked up.
Yeah, are you gonna be? Please be sober enough for the show.
No.
Not a chance.
No problem.
What do you mean? No, I mean sober enough to do it. I'm not.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not saying cold
passed out.
stone sober. Yeah.
I'm gonna be. We were hammered last year and we did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hope we can do the same thing we did last year because we kind of cheated and just like grabbed random people from the crowd and said, "Hey, what do you think
we
about
can definitely
this?"
do that. We're gonna be in the tent.
Yeah.
Texas.
All right, Chase, you're
I don't
officially
hold 'em.
on the list.
Free Shavakadu.
Sorry, I was reading text mistake. Mailbag.
Chase, you're on the list.
Chris, you fired up for opening day?
Of course. Let's do that baseball.
Play that. Do that baseball.
Let's do it. Hey, can you guys got to get the dub. I mean, with Scuba on the mound against the A's, that's a must-win game. Must
I'm
win.
excited for this doubleheader tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be listening on the radio.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to stream it.
Are you driving down?
Yeah.
12-hour drive?
What?
No, it's like 9. I think
Throw
8,
on
9.
Double D and listen to some great baseball.
Double D.
Dan Dickerson.
Go.
Hi, I'm
He's a
Dan
go.
Dickerson. You're
How
listening to
early
Hot
do you leave tomorrow,
102.7.
I'm leaving at like 6:30 in the morning. So
Chase Amley, we appreciate you.
Chase, Emily, we appreciate you. Spinny, was that a free Shavakadu reference?
That was a free Shavakadu reference.
I'm going to
miss
Honky
mine.
Tonk in Austin, says Steve
Okay,
Wilds.
down. Pay down, get down. Not a
Anakin
country
sa-
guy, not gonna lie.
Where's the mailbag questions? Just
Mail
none?
sack.
Just no mail sacks?
Put your sacks out there.
And Ward O'Neal usually got some fire.
Well, we didn't tell anybody we were doing mail sack.
yeah.
I thought I did. Mail time. How about this, actually, instead? So when I said when I was the only one defending Josh Reynolds, damn sure when I was the only one telling you guys who CJDJ was
Asked for mail
as
sack,
a true
and
character.
We got one, and now you're doing something else.
Well, it's all right. I already started. They're too late. Haha. Eduardo will read it. But will you play the video, Chris?
Of what?
This is crazy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tagged several coaches that I know from MMA gyms that I got to meet over the years,
yeah.
or just not meet, but like have relationships over the years. They need to find this kid, sign him to whatever exclusive deals they need.
He won't shake his hand.
This is crazy.
I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake your hand. Chris, you turn down a little bit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Free Shavakadu.
free Shavakanu for sure.
my God.
Oh, yeah.
He's handing out some free Shavakanu.
Those hands are ready to eat for everybody.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
1 against 7. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Bro, if you guys are watching on your phone, you can zoom it in.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, my phone. You see just fine.
St. Texas. But you gonna hold him.
Yeah. Bro,
that was crazy.
Impressive.
That's impressive.
Jake Paul would never fight that kid.
No.
At least not until he's 50.
Yeah, he's got to be 55.
You had to put him in an aging vacuum for several years.
All right, mailbag. Where was it? If Brad doesn't believe in going all in during free agency, but what if he does in the draft?
Wait, what?
He said, what if Brad doesn't believe in going all in during free agency, but what if he does during the draft? So, like, trading up, I'd assume.
Yeah, I can see it all day. I was texting a former coworker of ours. Shout out. Actually, we'll do his mock draft tomorrow too, or one of the people send your mock drafts to the World Heavyweight socials, and then we'll get them up tomorrow, grade them and stuff like that. But that's the fun part about Brad Holmes, bro.
Yeah, you never know what he's
don't know at all. Like, who saw him trading up for Jameson Williams?
Yeah.
Nobody can raise their hand and say them. And then obviously last year's first round too. I could see him trading up, man. I really do. If, in my opinion, his version of going all in is making those trades.
Mail sack from
or
Cousin
moving up in
Keith.
dress.
Easy. Did you ask Officer Moritz if she knew Anakin?
Officer Moritz.
Officer Moritz. Did you ask her if she knew
Yes,
Anakin?
she said he just had his 41st birthday. Only 3 more years, so he's off probation.
That's a good one. Mailbag. Will Charlie be singing? Wait. Will Charlie, the singing hot dog guy, be at Party Friday?
What?
I don't know who Charlie, the singing hot dog guy, is, but we'll try to get him
I hope
there.
he's there, yeah. Does Spinny still love you deeply? Love me deeply, says Mike Hilton.
No.
Yeah.
Mailbag. Easy. Are you going to apologize to Mike Hilton? I apologize, Mike Hilton. Gotta get some help, brother. Crying for help in the chat every day. You gotta get some help, brother. I believe in you. Stop drinking every day.
Hey.
It's not good for you.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
Mailbag. You and me need to box over Jeff Okuda. You tell me the time and the place, brother. You know I love you. You're all the way in Australia. That's tough talk from a guy all the way down under.
Chef's in Australia?
Yeah, you know that?
No.
It's like 12 a.m. where he's at right now.
Damn.
He's cracked out.
Shout out, Chef.
Elgato, did Stick put me in the list for Grand Slam Fest? Did you send your name?
I think Gato won our first one. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be on there.
Did you put him in?
Yeah, he did DM me. So.
Did you get him a stick? All right, but make sure. We'll make sure. Yeah, send that stick before you leave, please. Woodward Sports should come up.
Mike Hilton
north,
says,
UP.
dude, ouch. Hey, just shooting it straight, brother.
Yeah. We just lost a viewer now. Thanks.
Just shooting it straight. But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you all tapping into the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you smash that like button, share, and
Mailbag.
subscribe.
How was the pizza yesterday?
Pizza was great. Shout out Silky. For Easy. For Nick. For Chris. I'm Spencer with the Heavyweights. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.